I've always said I've got the smartest subscribers on YouTube. It doesn't matter, it doesn't seem to matter what I'm working on, how obscure a tool, there's always someone that has knowledge, experience on it, and today is a perfect example of that. The handle, the Pickaroon handle, or the tool that I just rehabbed, had a roll pin pressed in the center here. And I thought that that was just something there that was just arbitrarily put by someone trying to stop a wobbly handle. But many of you have contacted me who have worked in woodlots and worked in areas, use these for a living, that the reason for that is to keep it from pulling off. Because unlike a striking tool, this is a pulling tool. So you're constantly pulling it, wanting to pull it off of the handle. So the roll pin fits through there to prevent that. So let's quickly install it, and I stand corrected on that. So here's the original roll pin that came out of it. I cleaned it up on the wire wheel, and we'll pre-drill this and set this in. That hickory is amazingly hard. I just sharpened this drill bit here, and I really had to push to get through. It's almost like drilling through aluminum. Alright, so we got a hole through there, nice and clean, and we'll push that roll pin in. That looks better. That totally makes sense to me now. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but thank you for those of you guys that came forward. Come forward in the comments and receive your accolades for being a smarty, because that's the way it ought to be. I sure do like this handle shape that I came up with here with this swell. It looks great. Man, it feels good in the hand. I'm going to use this as a template for future handles, as it just is feels so good in the hand. It'd be nice to have a miniature version of this, maybe a shorter one for a boy's axe. So several of you guys asked me about the weight difference between the two Pickaroons, the old and the new, and the length. So I weighed these. This one's 2.3 pounds, the aluminum one, and this one is 1.9, so it's lighter, and this one's 2.5 inches longer if you use a standard axe head. So you get more length and you get less weight for the two, and I think the wood handled one is just a cooler tool, and it's better to use in the hand. It definitely feels better with that swollen knob on the end versus this. And I do like the steel. It's very nice. It's going to be very durable. It's all aluminum and a hardened steel picker and double roll pinned. Of course, this foam grippy stuff isn't going to be there forever, so eventually you're going to be back to holding on to the aluminum handle, which is not going to be ideal in the wintertime. You could always wrap it with athletic tape, but this has held up remarkably well. I did nick it with my chainsaw, yes, a couple days ago, but I like it. I like it a lot. I would be stoked to have either one. This one's kind of a little bit cooler, though. I mean, I like it's going to really wear in. The nice thing about hickory is if you keep it the boiled linseed oil on it, like this one here, they really get I guess you'd call it a patina on it, that real dark, rich color that it's nice, just looks nice. I like those old Forest Service shovels that the guys really took care of the fire crews, and they had that dark brown look to them and just polished smooth from so many years of hands being on them, and I like that in a tool. So that's what this one will eventually turn into. But very light, simple, easy. There's one of these heads on eBay right now, just like this one, but maybe a little bit better. I think it was at $8. So if you're looking for one, you can get one and just get yourself a regular axe handle at a hardware store or through Tennessee Hickory, and you'll be in business. There's also another company I found while I was kind of doing some research on these called Pickaroon.com. And they're making these in all different lengths. They actually sell an axe with a Pickaroon on the back. I don't know how useful that would be. It's kind of interesting. But they do make that. It's the first one I've ever seen. Then they have these all different sizes. And it looks like they're all American made, American steel, American handles. And never contact the company, but I might contact them. Actually, when I get done with this video, I'll fire them off a call and ask them to send a couple out, and we can take a look at them and review them. The prices seem to be pretty good, and it might be a better alternative to the aluminum one for those of you guys that kind of like wood handled tools like I do. So thanks for watching. Pretty tight fit. That's an interesting idea to use smash a water pipe for an eye of a tool like that.